time for a Q&A.
Ready, set, go!
If you want your question answered, comment on this video so that when I go to make the next Q&A, I read your comments and we become internet pen pals. And if you like any part of this video, make sure to subscribe because it automatically enrolls you in, say it with me, my camera cam coming out later this year. Correct. Christian Reddle, my beautiful friend here in Nashville, says, where do you get off being such a beautiful baby boy? Christian, I don't have an answer for you, but I will play Halo with you tonight. I love you. JP says, what's a movie or piece of media that continually inspires you other than Peaky Blinders? I just love Parks and Recreation. That's my favorite piece of media, probably, other than maybe the Spider-Man movies, the original trilogy. I can't decide. Parks and Recreation just has everything that I love. It's got this feeling of friendship, but also like they can totally dump on each other and it's hilarious. And the fact that it's all wrapped into this mockumentary style of filmmaking is just my favorite. Drone in Nature says, thanks Zach for responding to my question. You're welcome, you're beautiful. Is there any stabilization on the Canon 90D for handheld shooting? No, there's actually no stabilization on the 90D, no electronic or IBIS, so you just gotta be like rock solid with your elbows pierced into your body. John Wright said, oh man, I LOL'd so hard at the beans. I'm 41. Scott Finarin, what's up, dude? Hey there from London.
Hi.
From America. I enjoyed your short vlog with the Sirui 24mm and I'm tempted. Does focus peaking still work despite the squeeze image with and or without an external monitor? Yeah, basically the focus peaking does work whether you're using just your X-T4 or the Ninja 5. When you're filming with the X-T4 and you don't have D-squeeze on, it's very difficult to pull focus because the image is still mashed up and squeezed and all weird looking, basically. But using the Ninja 5, you can de-squeeze the image and use focus peaking. You can use an assist LUT. I've had a ton of practice with manual focus because this is really my first camera that has really good autofocus, so I've been manual focusing forever. But with practice, I think you'll get really good because this focus ring is actually very smooth and easy to use. So I would say go for it, man. It's really fun. Dylan Cabral, just bought the A6400 for my vids and possible self-shot music videos. What lens should I get first other than my kit? Sigma primes or the 18-35 with attachment? My highest recommendation would be the Sigma 16mm f1.8 lens. It's fairly affordable. It's very small, great autofocus. It's wide enough to film yourself, but also you get that 1.8 depth of field if you want to do close-ups or B-roll shots or close-up portraits with a wide-angle background. Hey Zach, will you ever try a Micro Four Thirds sensor again? Your biggest follower from Honduras, bet you don't even know where that is. You'd be correct about that. Let me look this up. Sorry, your search appears to be outside our current coverage area for driving.
So does Honduras exist then?
I am still stoked for the GH6 and I've seen some rumors floating around that it's gonna be a thing still because the Micro Four Thirds system still sells really well. I'm excited to see what they can still do with that sensor size and I'm definitely open to it. User3 says, the photos you took from your street photography vid looks amazing, dude. Did you use any film simulations? How did you edit your photos? Actually, thank you so much because I'm not a super experienced photographer. I shot with the X-T4. I did not use film simulations. I just shot in RAW. I don't know how to tell you how I edited my photos because I'm just kind of experimenting, and once it gets to the point where it's like I can't make it any better with my limited skill, then I just kind of let it go. But what I can say is I'm working on another street photography video this week with the Panasonic S5 and the 24-70 from Panasonic, which I'm very excited to try. I have a professional photographer coming from Atlanta to come help me learn about photography, and we're making a video about that together. The Idiot Savant. First, Zach, your content is the absolute truth. Second, I've been using the 90D with my favorite lens, Sigma 18-35. Thanks to you, I downloaded and I love CineStyle. However, I wanted to know if you have any advice when getting into cinema cameras. If you can rent one and just learn for like a week, you'll probably be able to fully adjust. It's really not that different from DSLRs, and typically you just get more features like better exposure tools, things like that, better audio features usually. What I would say is use lens rentals. I know they're a sponsor of my channel and they're not sponsoring this video, but that's how I learned different cameras. I would just rent cameras from lens rentals. It's way cheaper than buying it. And then you get to see if you actually like using that camera. I would say check out the Pocket 6K from Blackmagic or the Canon C70 or the Red Komodo. The feel of those cameras, one of them is bound to make you happy. So instead of just purchasing something without trying it and possibly not liking it, Just rent something for a week, get used to it, see if you like it, and then you can go from there. Halo 3 music gives me goosebumps. Fun fact, the EOS R autofocus reliability gets noticeably reduced when shooting in C-Log, at least in my experience. I know nothing about this, but fellow EOS R users, feel free to comment and let us know if this is a true thing for you as well. We love you, Canonites.
You are welcome here.
Woody Lawson says, I am unaware of overheating issues with the X-T4. Multiple comments said something about it. I've had the camera for 6 months now in Texas and haven't had any issues. Woody, you just might have the chosen X-T4. We need you to seal this thing up in a golden chest, summon its powers, milk it dry of its energy, and forward that energy to the rest of us X-T4ist users. Dipankar Tamang. I am for sure destroying your name and I'm so sorry. Does the Weeble S hold the Sigma 18-35 art with ease? It does hold the 18-35 relatively easy with the X-T4 and I'm sure other cameras as well. But you can't really do crazy moves with this gimbal and that lens because it almost maxes out the capability of this gimbal. Mo Malik says, A7 III or A7C? Video question mark. Eyes. We're gonna open up a separate tab, guys. This is getting insane. You know what? I'm screen recording this. This is epic. So the A7C is $1,798. The A7 III is $1,700. So it's a little bit cheaper now. Interesting. Let's go to specs. So they're both full frame. They both have a 6K sensor. They both have 5-axis IBIS, I think. Yeah. The A7 III shoots UHD 4K up to 30 frames per second. Same thing with the A7C. They're both 8-bit. 8-bit. The A7C has an unlimited record time and the A7 III has 30 minutes. 2 memory card slots on the A7 III, single slot on the A7C. Although I don't actually care about that, I only use one. I knew there was something. So the A7C has the flip screen, but that's kind of the only difference. It's also smaller. Personally, just because of the flip screen, I would totally go with the A7C. I also like how tiny it is. I only use one card slot anyway, so I'm cool with that. But that sounds like the only difference. If you're just going based on price, then the A7 III is $100 cheaper now, which is cool. But at the end of the day, A7S III is better, so.
God bless America.
And our final question, Michael Pruitt, the hot man, says, why does no one talk about the M50 for starting out? I've been using it, and while there are limitations to it, they help you learn. M50 is truly so powerful for the price, especially when you get that sweet, sweet speed booster and throw EF glass on it. Plus, it's small, so it's a gimbal's BFF. Love that thing. Also, love you, bro. Ski. Keep doing your thing out in these YouTube streets. Love you too, man. Actually, the M50 is something I recommend to any beginner who hits me up on Instagram or something. It's like, what camera should I buy? I'm always saying Canon M50. Because for a beginner camera, you're totally right. It's like, it can't be outclassed. It's got such good image quality, shoots good photos. It's really affordable. You can put any lens on it basically with adapters, and the speed booster makes it almost full frame, which is crazy. It truly is an incredible beginner camera. And yeah, maybe we should be talking about it more. But also, isn't the M52 coming out, I think? I think it's like barely even an upgrade, but it'll be interesting to see what differences it has. So I'm excited to see the M50 Mark II. Making these videos is so encouraging because I get to actually talk with you guys and it means a lot. Let's try something. If you want, drop your comments on this video for sure so we can make another Q&A because they're really fun. Maybe we could experiment with you guys sending me video questions. You film yourself with your phone or whatever, drop a comment, or drop me a video email if you'd like to do that. But let's get some comments rolling. This video was one of the least commented on, so let's get that back up. I wanna hit at least 50 comments. So let's like this video, slap a comment in there, ask a question, even if it's stupid and unrelated to cameras. We're just having a good time here. Also, you gotta subscribe if you wanna be a part of the camera camp. It's coming up and people aren't freaking doing it. We have, how many submissions do we have right now? 22.8 thousand. We need more. Check out my merch in the description if you want to directly support this channel and what I do. Have a good day and I love you.